Well, good morning, crowd. I am on my way again. I am now hiking up, there's a lot of elk tracks in here. I'm hiking up the South Fork of the Payette River from Grandjean. So I took a bit of a rest there at Grandjean. I came in there 2 days ago at about noon because I got there just in time to get lunch, and then I had dinner and had a milkshake, and then the next day they started having breakfast. So I got breakfast and lunch and a milkshake and dinner, right, which was last night. And I think I spent about 7 hours. I think when I added it all up, soaking in the pool. Really, just trying to get good and rested and good and strong again, and ready to go hit it again on the trail. Got up at my customary 4 a.m. and and that would be North Idaho time, not local time, and hit the trail. And I had about a one mile road walk I had to do to get back to the trail, so I did that, and now I'm actually out on the trail and feeling good. I haven't felt this good for 7 days, probably. I hiked some tough country for me, actually, in the last week. Some pretty tough country, and on top of that, I hiked the highest pass that I'm going to have to hike on this whole trip. So, but I'll tell you what, the last, the last 3 days basically I had of hiking were pretty hard ones for me. Challenging, right up to, I had more in me than that probably, but challenging enough. Challenging enough. So anyway, this is a pretty flat hike today. I think I have, if I add the road mile to it, I have about a 7-mile hike. Of course, I have my resupply, so I got a full pack again. And I brought along, exactly 3 hamburgers with me, just to supplement my way out of here. Yeah, I'm guessing that when Granny sees the bill show up for me buying 4 hamburger meals at Sawtooth Lodge, she's gonna have to have a talk with me about that. But I guess she'll have to do that later because she can't get to me now. Good morning again. Now it's later on, and hiking up the trail. I hadn't really decided exactly where I was going to go yet. Maybe I still haven't, but I've come about 5 miles probably, and it's about 5 more miles out to Elk Lake, which is the first lake you run into up here. Now, I don't think I had planned on going clear to Elk Lake, but I'm thinking maybe I will. You know what? I'm thinking maybe I will. I mean, it's pretty country. You can see there's no reason to not be wanting to stop here. It's beautiful right here, actually. Nice place. But kind of feeling like it's not as exciting as the alpine high country, right? So this is the deal. So that's kind of what I'm still debating. I guess you'll find out if I show you a picture of if I show you a video of Elk Lake today or tomorrow morning, you'll know I got that far. Meanwhile, it's just a whole lot of, 1 foot in front of the other, all as many hours as it takes. So 5 more miles is, for me, that's 2.5 more hours. So, and it's about, I think it's about 9 a.m. right now. So that'd put me there about noon if I did it. Put me there about noon. Plus I'm carrying a heavy pack today. This is the heavy of first day of a 7-day carry, right? So the pack is weighing me a little bit today. Yeah, anyhow, that's what's going on today. So if I go to Elk Lake, I'm about halfway there, And if I don't, I'm gonna have to just stop and, yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Well, I'm nearly at Elk Lake. 1 in the afternoon. Oh, my back hurts. Ouch. You can see back there's a big old waterfall. You can probably hear it pretty loud. I don't know. Anyway, just checking in. I'm beat. Beat. Talk to you later. Well, good morning, kids. We're off and running. Got a couple miles down already this morning, and feeling pretty tired. I walked my longest day that I've walked on this trip yesterday, and the All Trails recorder had me at about 13 miles. Plus, I walked a mile on the road before that, so it's a pretty good day for me. Really good, in fact. So I'm kind of planning on an easy day today. Probably somewhere around 6 miles. We'll see how it goes. And as you can see, it's getting back into the high mountains again. Yeah. Well, I just ran into somebody on the trail here today, which is pretty cool for me. His name is Kraig Adams. He has a really fantastic, YouTube channel. And in fact, Granny and I was going to even go do the Pecos Europa hike trip that he did. And so, if you ever want to look at some really neat adventure YouTube stuff, I think that's really his style. And he's out here doing an adventure YouTube video of exactly the same trip I'm doing. The Sawtooth Wilderness Loop, which is pretty stinking cool. I'm gonna be looking forward to taking some time and looking at that one myself. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm probably maybe a mile, maybe a little more, I don't know exactly, from my destination for the evening. And tell you what, I'm feeling my 13-mile day yesterday today. Woohoo! All right, I gotta get around this tree right there. One of my favorite friends, a down tree, without skinning up myself badder than I am already. Well, good morning, crowd. I'm on my way. As you can see, it's a bit chilly this morning. I really kind of stopped right here just to show you this one thing behind me. Hope it shows up. Can you see that? It's pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool, in my opinion. Big old slab of rock with a whole creek running down it about 3 inches deep. That's pretty cool. Now today we've got quite a day going on. We're going to pass Benedict Lake, Rockslide Lake, Lake Ingeborg, Spangle Lake, and if I get as far as I want to, I will stop at Ardeth Lake. Now, you see, it's a bit of a haul. We'll see how much energy I have in me today. We'll see that. Yeah. Anyway, it's a beautiful spot. Gosh, I wish I could show you that. I'm going to turn this around before I turn it off. Probably won't work too good, but we'll try it. Well, there is Benedict Lake. It's the first one. Well, here we are. We've made it to Rockslide Lake. And you know, it was a hike. It was a hike. I got Ingeborg, Spangle, and then the last one is Ardeth. I took a picture of it. I hiked back. I hiked past the trail to Queens River, which I believe is the place that Granny and Grandma used to come in from. They used to come in from Atlanta, I think so. So anyway, there's the lake back there, and I'm gonna sit here in the sun and get warm and eat my breakfast. Ingeborg. Little Spangle right here. Here we are. We were at Little Plumber Lake up there, and this is regular old Plumber Lake down here. It's a pretty place. It's pretty darn nice. That's a big lake, actually. It's a big, deep old lake. Now I got one more little pass to go over, and I'm gonna go to Ardeth Lake, and that's where I plan to stop today. Headed down there in a minute. There's a couple little lakes I'm not going to, and the big one I am. So, the day's almost finished. Day's almost finished, and I feel tired. Ardeth Lake right there. Pretty place. I made it to the destination. I got about 1,000 feet till I hit where the trail splits, and another hiker told me that there's a good camping spot there and a place to take a swim, which is the main thing I'm thinking about right now. The place to take a swim. So yeah, made it to Ardeth Lake. Country's beautiful as usual. Tomorrow, woo! We got a day tomorrow. Over 2 passes back to the original loop. I told you about that. I'll finish this loop off. Finish this loop off tomorrow and start on the other one, finishing it off. Anyway, that's all I got.